Do you sometimes get the feeling that practically all products in your home are China exports? If you do, then you are probably right. You aren't imagining things. Look at the textiles, fabrics, electronics, plastics, household goods, and furniture items in your home. How many of these were manufactured in China? It is a fair bet to assume that men spanning hundreds of countries are all using China exports in one form or another. So what does this tell you about the contribution of China exports to the global economy? There is no denying the obvious. The China import-export industry is huge. Just take a look at the gargantuan volume of goods that are shipping out of China's domestic borders and harbors each and every day. The quantity is unmatchable with respect to China's global competitors. If you are involved in some aspect of the import-export business, whether you are a freight forwarder, customs broker, the crew of a sea vessel, or you are a warehouse manager, then business must be quite profitable for you right now, despite the current economic conditions. Indeed, it would not be unreasonable to say that the entire globalist economy has become largely interdependent upon China exports. Our standard of living and our way of life are inexplicably tied to China exports. The world needs China as much as China needs the world. That's why we are treading on precarious ground when it comes to maintaining amicable relationships with China. For as long as there is a demand for the various product lines that companies in China produce, the expansion of the Chinese economy also translates into fresh and new opportunities for every budding entrepreneur who wishes to get involved in foreign commerce. Buying and selling opportunities for every budding entrepreneur who wishes to get involved in foreign commerce. Buying and selling China exports is big business. It is a huge enterprise worth hundreds of billions of dollars. So there is plenty of room for retailers, merchants, and wholesale distributors to get in and earn their slice of the pie. No nation on earth can be completely self-sufficient. Every nation relies on international trade contracts in order to meet the needs of its indigenous consumer population. China exports are typically cheaper than products from other countries, because the costs of labor in China is so cheap, and if labor retailers can keep their prices down, while at the same time increasing their own profit margins. Therefore, as you can see, the buying and selling of China exports is big business.